Hello, I welcome you back to this wonderful channel where we've got these questions for calculus. This is 2024 preparation. So I want to teach you this. This is all levels calculus. So the question is saying, this is the first question, find the coordinates of the points on the curve y is equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 36x minus 3, where gradient is 0. The next question is saying, it is our second question, find the coordinates of the stationary points to the curve y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. These are two important questions that we are given. So even as I teach you this, I want your total attention. I want you to understand this. So we go to the first one. The first thing that you are supposed to do if you want to answer such a particular question, you first need to differentiate what you are given. You differentiate the equation that you are given. So this is what we are going to do. Y is equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 36x minus 3. So we want to differentiate. So I'm going to assume that we all know how to differentiate, but I'll try by all means to help some people that don't know how to differentiate. So we are differentiating y with respect to x, that is x here. So this is dy dx, not dy over dx. It is dy dx, which is equal to, we are multiplying power times coefficient, 3 times 2, that is 6x. Then from the power, we remove 1. We say minus 1. We continue 2 times 3. We are going to get 6. So x. Then 2, we say minus 1. This is how we differentiate. Then minus, here there is a 1. 1 times 36, it is 36x. Then 1 minus 1. Under differentiation, you cannot differentiate a constant number. So you just leave it like that. This one is a 0. If you want, you can say plus 0, but it's better you just leave it. So from here now, the next thing that you are going to do is to now say the final answer now, dy dx is equal to, this is 6x squared minus 6x minus 36. This is the answer you are going to get. How did I know that here I'm going to have a 36? Where is the x? Where has the x gone to? So you are going to have 36x power 0. You know that any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this is just the same as 36 multiplied by 1. We get a 36 that is here. These are the procedures that we are doing. After we are done with this, the moment we are just done with this, what we need to do, this is the same as the gradient, because this thing that we've come up with is called the gradient function. And in this particular question, we are told that where gradient is 0, so you get this one which is given, you equate to the gradient that is given, that 6x squared minus 6x minus 36. What is the gradient? The gradient is 0. If it was 2, you are supposed to equate to 2. So we say now, you know that this one, we are going to factorize this, because here now we need to solve. We solve this quadratic equation. So we need to solve this. You use any method that you are comfortable with. So if we are to use factorization, factorization is very simple. So we just need to use factorization, where we divide both sides by 6 so that I reduce this. So this is x squared minus x minus this into that. What answer are we getting? The answer that we are getting is what? This is 6, which is equal to 0. I find the product, the sum, and the factors so that I factorize and solve the equation. So what are the product? The coefficient here is 1. 1 times 6. What answer are you going to get? You're going to get negative 6. The sum is just a negative 1. So what are the two numbers that you can multiply to get negative 6? And if you add them, you get negative 1. What are the numbers? So it is what? It is just, you are going to get -3 and 2. If you multiply this, you are going to get -6. When you add, you are going to get -1. So this is another topic for another day. So if you don't know this, make sure that you stay connected. Even as you are watching this, you subscribe, share with your friends. So this is what we are doing. This is a topic on its own, so called factorization of quadratic expressions or equations. So if the coefficient is 1 for x squared, if the coefficient is 1, what we get to do is that I'm just going to attach this to x. So where I'm going to say x minus 3, I also say x plus what? Plus 2. This is what I'm going to do. I equate to 0. So you only get to do this if the coefficient there is a 1. So you solve this. This is x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So how can you solve this? The answer now, this is x is equal to 0 plus 3, where x will now be equal to what? X will now be equal to 3, like this. Or you are going to have an answer here, x is equal to 0 minus 2. When it crosses the equal sign, the sign will definitely change. So x is equal to -2. These are the two answers that we found. So x is equal to what? X is equal to 3, x is equal to -2. So what I'm supposed to do now here is where I'm now going to find the other values. So this one needs to have a y. Even this one needs to have the value for y, so that I find the coordinates. So what I will do, I'll get the original equation, this same equation. So it's good that the equation is even here. This is the equation that I have. So I'm going to say on top here, where, this is what I'm going to say, where x is what? X is 3. So where x is 3, this is x3. I find the value for y. Y is equal to, don't forget our main aim. Our main aim is to find the coordinates. So you know coordinates. So it is 2, where x is 3. Where there is x, I put 3 like this, minus 3 like this. X is 3 squared minus 36, 3 minus 3, which is y is equal to, when you punch this correctly on your calculator, or when you simplify this, the answer that you are going to get will be what? -84. You are going to get this answer. So y is what? -84. So this answer that we found, x is what? X is 3. Then what is y? Y is -84. So this is our what? This is our first coordinate. This is a coordinate that you get. This is our first coordinate. We now find another coordinate, where, so I'm going to write it here so that I keep these answers. So I've got the first coordinate 3, -84. This is my first coordinate. I find another coordinate where x is what? -2. Here where x is -2, so that I find this value of y that is there. So I wrap this. We are just doing the same thing here. So make sure you are writing down this. So where x is what? -2. So where there is x, I put -2. 2 multiplied by -2 like this. Then I put a cubed, minus 3 multiplied by -2 squared minus 36 multiplied by -2 minus 3. To save time, I've gone through these questions. So when you punch this on the calculator, the answer that you are going to get will be a 41. So which means that the coordinate is -2, 41. These are the coordinates, this one and that one, where you conclude and say that therefore the coordinates of the points, you say the coordinates are what? 3, -84 and -2, 41. These are the coordinates of the points. This is what you are supposed to do. This is what you need to get and understand. We are done with the first question. We now move on to the other question. We now move on to question 2. So question 2, you can answer it. As long as you've understood this, then you can handle it and you can answer it. So those of you that are able to answer it, make sure pause the video and see the answer you're going to get and confirm with my answer that I'm going to find. Let's go. Pause the video, answer it, and confirm the answer that you're going to get with me. So this is the answer that we are going to get. Hope people, you've answered. I believe you've answered this. You've answered. So the first thing, you get this, differentiate. Hope we are moving together. Let's differentiate the answer that you got. What was your answer? So when you differentiate, this is 1. 2 times 1, it is 2. X2 minus 1. Minus, that is 4. 1 times 4, 4. X, 1 minus 1. You are going to get something like that. So meaning that you cannot differentiate this. This is, someone can be confused. It's not here like this. So even as I continue, those of you that wants to join, just forgot. Those of you that wants to join, you WhatsApp me on this number. If you want help in mathematics, science, or biology, English, we do help in these subjects. This is an online academy, so I'm your tutor taking you in mathematics and sciences. So this answer now, what is our answer? dy dx is equal to, this is 2x minus 4. Hope you haven't forgotten. There is power 1. This is 4x power 0. Any number raised to the power 0, 1. So this is the same as 4 times 1. What answer are you getting? A 4, which is here. So this is the answer that we've come up with. This is the answer that we've come up with. So now what we are supposed to do for us to answer this, what we are supposed to do, where we are told find the coordinates of the stationary points on the curve, this curve. So as you can see, the gradient is not given. So if the gradient is not given, just assume that the gradient is a 0. So you get this thing, this is called the gradient function, then equate to 0. So what you are going to do, this is the gradient function, 2x minus 4 equal to what? 0. You solve this equation. How do we solve this equation? You group like terms. 2x is equal to a 4. When it goes inside, it becomes a positive. Divide 2, divide 2. So therefore, x is equal to what? X is equal to 2. So this is the value. X is what? X is 2. This is the value that I get. X is a 2. So after finding x as 2, you know, you need to find the other value. This question, we are just finding one value. Have you seen? So we only have one coordinate, which is the coordinate of the stationary point. So this question was just to confuse us, because some people are used that you need to find 2. We are used in that. So this one, we just find this. It is just one coordinate. So we get the original y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. So that I find the value for y where x is 2. So this is now equal to, what is the answer there? This is 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 2. What answer are we getting there? So this is 4 minus 4. So 4 minus 8 plus 2. The answer you are going to get is a negative 2. So meaning the coordinates of the points are what? X is 2, y is negative 2. So therefore, this is your answer. This is the coordinate of the stationary point. Like this, you are done. These are the steps that you are supposed to do. These are things that you need to know and understand. So this is where we are going to end from. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying connected. And don't forget to follow me on this channel or page. Make sure that you follow me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. These are 2024 preparations. Thank you.